Welcome to Quick 3D Tutorials. Today's video we're going to talking about the mix shader inside Arnold 5. So how we can use this. In the past video we have talking about the Maya layer shader, which you can mix two different shader. But if you want to mix more in two shaders, so you need to work with a Arnold mix shader. So that is a documentation. There are some of important thing is you need to use the same type of the shader. So it is standard surface shader if you want to blend these two together. And there are also about the blend, and we have also add. So we're going to add this color to it, and here we have the shader 1, shader 2, which is a blue and goldish, and by the alpha channel we can mix or blend these two different one together. So let's go to it. So here we have just a very simple scene with a sky dome, light AI sky dome, and a plane, and inside the hyper shade I have already created three different shader, which is all of them is AI standard surface shader. One is red, second is yellow and blue. So now we're going to mixing finding the AI mix shader, which we click on this on the Arnold and AI mix shader. So here we having it. Before we can blend these first of all, I will show you how you can blend A and B. And to blending more in this, you need to use another type of the work to make it with the three different shader. But that is the same. If it is one, if it is two only, so you can just follow the first step. And if it is three, so you're going to continue. So you have three or more in three shader. So here we have AI shader. We're going to middle mouse click and drag this one in the shader 1, which is A, and the second in the shader 2. So we have the blend and we have not the add, so and that is a black white actually. 0 is I think it's black. So if we take a look to it by render, yes, we need also, of course, before it we need to apply it. So click on this, right click, exist, and that is AI mix shader. We need to apply to the shader, and now we can take a look, and that is completely red. And if you're putting it to number 1, it should be yellow, as you see here. Okay. So how you can blending it by the file, and that is important how you're going to do this, because if you just click here and find the file, it will not work. So how we need to do this, we need to, you can also tap on the keyboard to find the file, or you can also go to the Maya and type file. So that is a two-way you can do this, and we're going to find the file I want. And I think it is M1, which is a very simple black white image. So how I can connecting it? You can connect it here, but it will not work. So how I need to connect it? That is the mix, which is this one. We need to connecting it one of these output color. If it is red or green or blue, not matter. So we just drag this and we're putting it on the right. So if we take a look to this, I don't think my viewport supports the TextRV or the mixing, so we need to render it. So here we can see now we have blending these two different color together or shader together. So that is the first way, if it is only 2-1. But let's see, I want to add the second one, which is a blue one. I want also add this too. So to do this, we're going to, I just clean this up for now. We're going to tap an AI mix shader, and that is going to be number 2. So instead of I putting the A and B inside this, which we can't, I need to use the AI mix shader one. So middle mouse click and put it there. And that is the C, which is the last one. Middle mouse click on it and not click on it, or hover on it and middle mouse click and drag it to this. And the other thing is, when you're going to add this image here, you need to have the invert. So which is, if it's you have painting it black white, you need to make it white black. So let me show you what I mean. If I'm going to make a file, texture, and let's see, that is my, I think it is this one. I have painting, but I need to invert it to be look like this. So I have just making very quick one. So we need to use kind of this image to work. And the same things actually, go ahead and mix, apply it to the one of these. And we need also apply the new shader or the new mix shader to it by holding and drag it to this. And if you're going to the render, so yeah, you can see now we have 3 types of the shader. And if you want to continue to have more in this, you need to do the same thing for the other. So that is the idea how you can mix, actually, yeah, how you can mix 2 or 3 or more in different shader inside Maya by using the Arnold 5 AI mix shader. And thank you for watching.